Most people agree you've got to get rid of fossil fuels as best you can. And so there's increasing amounts of renewable energy on the national grid, like wind and solar. You can only use that green energy when it's being generated. So the ideal solution is to store it.
Probably 15 years ago now, we recognised that renewables were fast penetrating the grid and that there had to be a solution to store that energy, because all energy is generally used in real time. There are very, very few mechanisms by which to store energy. In the current climate, there's a real need to find an alternative to heating, and Caldera's Warmstone will help to transition across to this new economy with renewables.
It's essentially like a thermos flask. It takes energy from the grid as electricity, stores that energy as heat in a core, and it can store it for a long time. And then when required by the home's central heating system, it can deliver that heat in a controlled fashion as heating or hot water.
The Sustainable Innovation Fund has allowed Caldera to develop the product to a point where it's safe to deploy into homes, as well as to develop some software to monitor and control the units from a distance. The software has enabled us to monitor the units, to understand how the unit is performing in the real world, in real people's homes, how efficient it is, and really what people's behaviours are on cold and warm days and how the unit is responding to that demand. We've been able to deploy into homes all across the country of various sizes to try and understand what the country's need is for heat storage.
So some of the homes in the field trial have had their boiler removed completely, and it's just the Warmstone providing the heating. And we've just been able to show that we can heat these properties without using any fossil fuels.
Caldera's next step is to understand the manufacturing costs at scale to address the nation's needs for renewable energy.